Well, firstly, Greta's presentation. She's been able to think laterally and go, you know what, something's not working, I'm going to adjust.
Well, I have to admit, Georgie, when we went to Greta's bench, what she described to us, I wasn't expecting what actually got delivered. But in saying that, she really did overcome the things that didn't work out for her.
All right, let's plate and taste.
How good's that shortbread? Basically, deconstructed means to put all the elements in one line. But when you actually bring them all together and you eat that as a whole, to me that is a perfectly balanced dish.
And she's done so much. Made a mousse, made shortbread, which can I say is spectacular and is my favourite component on that whole dish. A lot of corn flour went into that lemon curd mixture. I actually don't like making lemon curd with corn flour, but if you have it all together, it's actually really lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular. Something that you'd see in any good restaurant.
Even though you've made a comment about the corn flour and the curd, it's actually the one thing on the plate that really shouts at you. You know, it's got great acidity, great flavour, and I think it ties all of those elements together, so I think she's done well.
The best thing about this dish was all the wonderful flavours and textures. I just love them.
I just think she recovered so well, did such a great job to put up what was a stunning dessert.
What a great dish. I think it's time to score Greta's.
Jack, Greta, your task was to produce a beautiful dessert using fruit as your core ingredient, and you produced some beautiful dishes. All 5 of us have tasted your dishes, and we've given them a score out of 10. Jack, worried?
Yes.
Well, there's only one way to find out how you did. Find out how Donna scored your dish.
Jack, I scored your dish an 8. Jack, your dish was presented beautifully. It looked amazing on the plate. The only thing for me was just the flavour of your mousse.
Anna?
I scored your strawberries and cream an 8 out of 10.
Gary, I scored Jack's dish a 8 out of 10.
George, how did you score Jack's strawberries and cream?
I love the amount of technique you showed on the plate, but what I love the most was those strawberries, those poached strawberries, full of flavour. Well done.
Well, Jack, just one score to go. I wonder what it'll be. I scored your dish an 8 out of 10. Jack, the technical skill that you showed today in this challenge was absolutely brilliant. Great display of cooking skills. But there were a couple of little errors, and one of them I think everybody picked up on, and that was your mousse was slightly grainy, but they're still great scores. Okay, Jack, let's pop your scores up on the scoreboard. Jack, you've got 41 out of a possible 50 points. Fantastic start.
Really good job.
Greta, let's see how you've done. Donna, how did you score Greta's dish?
Greta, I scored your dish a 9. Greta, I thought the flavours in combination in your dish were amazing. And the other thing I loved about your cooking today is that when things didn't go your way at the bench, you managed to turn it around and make it fantastic. Well done.
gave your dish a 8 out of 10.
Matt?
I gave Greta a 9 out of 10.
Greta, let's find out what George scored your dish.
I scored your dish a 9 out of 10. I gave you a 9 out of 10 because it was an absolutely beautiful dish in its entirety, and I love your willingness. You keep pushing, keep going. Well done.
Well, Greta, that just means my score to go. I scored your dish a 9 out of 10. At the end of round 1, that means you have a grand total of 44 out of a possible 50 points.
So, Greta, how does it feel to be 3 points in the lead after the first challenge?
Just such a great feeling to be in the lead, but I know 3 points isn't much.
So, Jack, have you got a few tricks up your sleeve for the next challenge?
Yeah, now that I'm behind in the first challenge, it's just made me more determined to get up there and give it my best shot in the second challenge.
Jack, Greta, brace yourselves, because this is the final showdown. For your final challenge, boy, have we set you a big one. This is going to be your own personal Everest. It is the pressure test. The dish that you're about to attempt is the brainchild of one of this planet's best chefs.
Scary already.
His restaurant has been hatted for over 23 years. Even highly distinguished chefs are in awe of this man's talents. In fact, we can't believe that we've got him here to set the dish.